A what kind of episode?
A Once More Feeling. It was a musical episode. They all sang about different things.
Ah, yes, you're referring to Supernatural the musical.
Yeah.
Yeah, gosh, singing on television is very popular these days. I don't know that will ever happen, but I wouldn't put it past them. I mean, like I said, abduction by fairies. If you would have said that, a year ago, you'd been like, would they ever have Dean abducted by fairies? I would have been like, no, that's ludicrous. But oddly enough, the Supernatural the musical has been kicked around almost as a joke for quite a while. So who knows? Maybe maybe Ben will sit down and be like, guys, I'm gonna make this happen and pen it. But I don't know. I highly doubt it, seeing as though Dean is not much of a singer.
That's fun.
He's not, which is hard to do. But I don't know. It's we're going into season 7.
Yeah.
Maybe if they're running out of ideas and they need to throw in a little spice, they'll call some writers from Glee and have them come over and write a song.
Why not?
Why not?
I have one more question.
Yeah, go ahead.
You did the Eye of the Tiger pose.
I don't know which pose you're talking about.
Nice one.
This one?
Yeah.
Gosh.
Thank you.
That one's haunted me for a long time. Hi, over here?
Yeah.
Yeah?
During your fight scenes with Jared, have you actually hit him? And did you like it?
Gosh, I'm almost certain I have. And I'm almost certain I did. Not a big one comes to mind. I'm trying to think. I think I've only had, in the 6 seasons, I think I've maybe only nicked 2 people. I've only slipped twice. Out of all, which is, it's not easy to do. I mean, we're throwing punches that are coming this close, so, and it's full punches. But who did I just recently clipped somebody, and I'm trying to think of who, I clipped somebody's nose. No, it wasn't Misha. It was, no, it wasn't. No, because he. Yeah. She said Todd, who was my stunt double. I was like, no, because if I clip somebody, it wouldn't be the guy who plays me. I think it was one of the stunt guys in the final episode. Not the final episode, but the second to last episode, which is the 2-hour finale. But I was doing a big fight scene with him, and I threw a right, and I just clipped his nose, just barely. But I knew I clipped it, because I felt it, and obviously he knew, because he felt it as well. But didn't skip a beat. We just kept right on fighting. And so, that's, yeah, I don't think I've ever hit Jared. Not to mention Jared and I, we haven't really fought in a long time. We did a lot more in like the first few seasons, but yeah, he's been hit. He obviously broke his wrist one time doing a fight scene. I've been nicked a few times. My buddy Todd Stashwick got me. He's the one I remember. He's the one I remember the most because and I love Todd. I actually he's a good friend, and he played Dracula in the monster movie, the black and white movie, and he was elbowing me like 3 times, and the third one just right smack, and he was he was in that character with that cape and the teeth and the makeup and the hair and he's doing this, and I'm in like I look like Hansel and Gretel, and he nicks me, and I just and he instantly stops, and he's like, "You okay? Are you okay?" Like right out of character, he's like, "You okay, Jensen? You okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, good, go." It was just a second. I was just like, self-assessing. Everything's fine. I don't feel broken. Go. And then we just kept on going. But yeah, I don't think the only time I really hit somebody that was bad was actually not a supernatural. It was in My Bloody Valentine, and I had the butt of an axe, and I hit Kerr Smith. But Kerr, I mean, it couldn't have happened to a better guy, because. No, I'm serious. I mean, a lot of actors I know and have worked with would, cry like a little baby. But he took it and it hit him right above the eye and actually split him. And it was, I mean, I was in such an awkward kind of position. Like, he had me bent over backwards over this like rock, and I grabbed the axe with my left hand, which is my odd hand, and just was supposed to go like that. And just as I did it, he kind of leaned in, and I kind of leaned up, and it just caught him right in the eye, and I was just like, "Oh my gosh, man, I'm so sorry." And he's like, he look at his blood on his hand. He's like, "Can we just put makeup on it?" And I'm like, "All right, you're a badass." And then we continued the scene. So that I felt really bad. He's like, "No, dude, it's fine. Don't worry about it." That was really cool.
Who do you reckon will win out of you and Jared?
What's that?
Who do you reckon will win out of you and Jared?
Who would actually win out of Jared?
Real life fight.
Have you seen Jared?
You beat him up in Supernatural.
I'd whip his ass.
You've been to hell for 40 years, so.
Just right to the nuts. Down you go. Yeah, he's a big boy. I tell you one thing, if I ever got into a mess, which I have, I'm glad he's on my side. Yeah, thanks.
All right, see ya.